Hello,
We are now
Facebook.
live. Hello, everybody.
Hello, Facebook. Hello, hello.
Had some technical difficulties for a little while there.
We're having audio issues, and Maria's having trouble getting in.
Sierra.
Anybody else having issues getting into our Facebook? Or not Facebook, but our
Sierra's
Zoom.
here. Let's see if.
Here, let's see if her audio connects. Thank you for
Hey,
your
we
patience.
connected.
All right.
Looks like we're good. We don't know what the issue was. For some reason, people were having trouble connecting through the audio, and it took a long time. So we reconnected. So here we are.
Zoom is having technical difficulties tonight. It's a little glitchy there for a Tuesday night. No bueno, y'all. No bueno. How are you guys doing? Maria's trying to reconnect. She just texted me. Oh no. Maybe she'll join. Hey, Sierra.
Hello.
Did you have any trouble getting in?
No, I didn't have any trouble getting in.
Okay, we were having trouble getting audio connected earlier when we were testing. We usually start the meeting a little bit early just to test audio and video and lighting and all that fun stuff. And we couldn't get audio to work for some reason. Yay. Hopefully. Maria,
Yay.
there she
Here we
is.
go.
Hi, Maria. Yay.
Hi, Maria.
Hi. It kept thinking and thinking, it's like connecting, and I'm like, maybe if it wants to, if it feels like it.
I don't know what's going on. It must be an internet thing today.
Maybe
Or
too many people on Zoom today.
possibly. We never know. Well, hopefully Tyler will come back and join us. How's it going, Maria?
It's going well.
Anything new?
Thank you for asking.
In the world of the Churchovskis?
Well, I'm not sick anymore. My daughter is all right.
Yay.
Yeah, those 3 days were brutal. So I'll share. I suffer from migraines, and I got one of those just knocked me out for 3 days with nausea and light sensitivity and just losing my equilibrium and just overall sick. So,
oh boy,
glad to feel like myself again.
Yes, definitely. So, hello, Bryce.
Hi,
but
Bryce.
no, otherwise, hello there. But yeah, so trying to recoup some lost time and contacting companies and trying to get some more sponsors and people gearing up for the conference and yeah, excited about some of the regional meetings, trying to see if we can get some representation on the region. So all good stuff.
Nice.
Awesome.
I love that. I think, Sierra, we're going to try to get one started in your area.
Yes, I know.
That would be awesome. We got to do It's Uncle Rod. Hey, Uncle Rod.
What's up, Rod?
What's
Uncle
going
Rod.
on, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to all of you.
Happy Tuesday. How's it going?
I'm hanging in. How's everybody doing tonight?
We're good.
Not too bad.
Really well. Just hanging
Hi,
in.
everybody.
Hi, Tyler.
Hello.
Hi, Tyler.
How are you?
Good. How's everybody doing?
Good. Hey, Bryce.
Hey.
How's it going?
I have great news.
Oh, please share. Please share the great news. We love great
We,
news.
we might have another sponsor.
Yeah.
Nice.
Bryce took our sales kit and brought it to, is it Webstaurant? How do you say it, Bryce?
Webstaurant store.
Nice.
Webstaurant store. Awesome. Very
So
cool.
the HR lady is sending it up to our foundation people. So
Nice.
just waiting to hear back.
That's good news, man.
Very nice.
Yes,
Nice.
crossing our fingers.
Thank you for that. Yes.
You're
Founda
welcome.
local foundations are some of the best resources. It's just a matter of having a local contact that you can
Mhm.
connect with and just let them know
Yeah.
the story tells itself.
Yeah.
It really does. It's just a matter of finding the right person to tell it to.
That's
I
right.
told the HR lady to tell our foundation, hey, it affects one of our employees and it helps many people just like him.
Aw. Yes,
That's
it really
awesome.
does. That storytelling piece, Maria, I think we should just have like a whole Together Tuesday of really how to tell your story because it's so important to share like how arthrogryposis is just obviously you live with it, but you want to tell your story and you know all of your trials, your tribulations, and just
Yeah.
if your employer is willing to, or if they have a foundation arm to their company, that makes a difference. And when it's an employee, you know, they tend to listen. They really do. And it's just a matter of asking. And I think we go through this in our fundraising meeting. You know, for the every 100 no's that we get, we hope to
Yeah.
get one.
And this is one of the perfect examples of, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, which is we have so many AMCers that are with different company sizes. It doesn't have to be the biggest ones, but you know, those
Right.
tend to have more discretionary funding for social responsibility, for civic involvement, volunteerism, community engagement, all of that. But any company really could be a great target, but really an opportunity to support their employees. So we did talk about potentially launching a campaign to engage all of you and others to figure out what are those companies doing? You know, what are the causes that they are supporting? Do they have a matching program so that for every dollar an employee provides that they can match it as well? So yeah, we could have an entire session and hopefully invite some of the AMCers or parents of AMCers to chime in, let us know what works within their work environment, what's worked for them if they've done fundraising. And it would be a great way to collaborate and take notes and further develop that strategy with everybody partaking in it.
Yes, that's awesome. I mean, and just one of our members, you know, just can truly make a difference for our community. And you know, I know that we have discussed, you know, how much conference costs every year, and it's
And it
just
keeps going up.
it does, and it's every dollar counts, and we really do appreciate the legwork you do, Bryce, and everybody else that's on the ground hustling for AMCSI, so that it's not so stressful on our end. I know, yes, of course, and that's all we ask
So
is
Bryce,
for
you'll have to come back. Bryce is gonna have to come back and tell his story then,
Yes,
right?
I shall.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I can
And
actually tell my
inspire
story.
others.
I
It's
can
not that
actually
it's not that
tell.
scary. Just ask the question.
I'll tell my story now if you don't want me to.
Okay, well, let me first introduce our special guest tonight. So that way, in case Tyler does have to go, we could let Tyler take the floor and tell everybody all about her special project for arthrogryposis. Tyler is an occupational doctorate student at Howard University, and she's doing her capstone. And she reached out to AMCSI to see if we could assist her. So I definitely want to give Tyler the opportunity to talk about her project as well as just letting us know how she came about AMCSI and how we could help her as a community. So, all right, Tyler, take it away, girl.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to be here. Um, so that was actually a perfect introduction. My name is Tyler Holt. I am a doctoral student right now at Howard University, and right now I just really want to help out in any way I can. I do have experience with AMC. My little brother was diagnosed with AMC. And so I just kind of saw how my parents and my family navigated through that process, just through the doctor's visits and kind of everything that kind of goes into the condition and what's needed. So right now I'm just kind of trying to see what I can do or what I can put out there, what research I can provide to kind of help parents and anybody really who is living with this condition.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Yeah,
Thank
thank you. I'm
you.
so excited to be here. But yeah, thank you so much. I'm just here to listen, serve for right now, and just kind of see how everybody's doing and things like that. What do you guys
Absolutely.
did?
How old is?
Absolutely. Go
No,
ahead,
go
Maria.
ahead. I was just gonna ask, how old is your brother?
He passed away. He was 5 years old. But
Oh,
he was
I'm so
diagnosed at birth, and he lives at.
sorry.
Oh, thank you. He taught me a lot. He's the reason why I'm so passionate about this and why I chose the field I chose. I'm in occupational therapy right now, so he's really a driving force behind everything.
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
So Tyler, I know that you're currently working on your project. Do you have any details you want to share with us about maybe some of the things you might be working on and some of the things the community can help you with?
Yeah, absolutely. So right now I'm kind of in like the development process of some of the research that I want to put out. Right now I'm just looking at basically putting together like a resource that kind of goes through like a timeline, progression. I'm sorry?
No, go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
My phone was ringing. Sorry. Let me mute it.
Progression. Also some ways to take care of yourself mentally, emotionally. A lot of things can be overwhelming. So I just really want to provide some ways to help be able to take care of yourself in that way. And if you guys could maybe give me some things that you see, some needs that you have regarding what you want to see in the community, what kind of research you want to see in the community, I would greatly appreciate it. And I'm here to listen and observe and just kind of.
Absolutely. And you really hit something, Tyler, that whole self-care, especially as a parent of an AMCer and I know that I'm through the cusp. So my AMCer is almost 22 years old. So I know for moms of younger children with AMC, it definitely self-care is definitely one of those things that you have to do in order to be there, like fully present and fully just have enough mental strength and physical strength to take care of your AMCer. There's so many decisions that are on the line. I know it's different as far as adults with arthrogryposis. And I know we talked about the research in the arthrogryposis world for adults and also that long-term care once our children graduate out of the pediatric specialty clinics. So I know that Rod, Bryce, and Sierra could probably give you some really good insight of what it's like to live with arthrogryposis as an adult. And I'm sad there's not any more parents. Hopefully, maybe they're on Facebook and they could kind of give you some feedback. But like I said, I know your project is ongoing, and we could definitely introduce you to the moms group, and hopefully we could definitely get you started in the right direction for your research.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. Again, I'm really, really happy to be here.
Yes, absolutely. Bryce, you have any challenges as an adult with arthrogryposis you want to hit home with Tyler?
Well, my struggles maybe aren't as much as everyone else's. I'm lightly affected. I'm only affected in my arms and my hands. Well, slightly in my arms and my hands. But struggles I deal with is day-to-day activities such as tying a knot. I cannot tie a knot to save my life. 27 years old, cannot tie my own shoes. And sometimes, I'm sorry, I work 10 hours a day today. My brain is just gone at this point. I'm sorry.
Totally fine. Totally understandable.
But that's a solid thing. Like people don't realize how those day-to-day activities can really, really affect you. And then you have to find a whole different way how to do things. So I completely understand.
Thankfully, there's slip-ons and no tie laces, so that's a great thing to have.
That does
And
help.
loops on the back of shoes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know in occupational therapy, you'll definitely see those solutions for tying shoes. I know that there was a discussion recently in the moms group about falling, like how to safely teach your child to fall without getting hurt. And I don't know if that resonates with anybody, but I know that for some therapy aspects, there's definitely a solution of just creating a nice pillow palette and gently pushing your AMCer over to see them fall, but also get back up, because they figure it out and they learn how to follow the safe way. I don't know that there's a right way to fall, but safe way to fall. So definitely, I'm sure Tyler, once you're in the field, you'll see a lot of those things when our AMCers don't have use of their uppers. They definitely need to find those solutions for tying shoes, putting on bras, just toileting, dressing, brushing hair. We recently had a meetup and Carly brought her brush, which was attached to PVC pipe, and it was like an L shape. And I looked at it and I was like, that is the coolest thing. And so we're, as parents and AMCers, we're, innovative in getting things that we need done. So hopefully that helps. And I think that's one of the things that I talked to Ted about recently is I know that people were sharing links for feeding devices like the OB and I think it's called the Kneader Eater. So
Yeah.
love to actually have a resource on the website. And I don't know, Tyler, maybe you could also help with something that you might see in your field, but just those devices that actually help, and maybe links to it, maybe videos of how, maybe videos of even AMCers using those daily activity devices. So, and I know we had one, I think we posted it on our Facebook page of Wyatt utilizing what was it? Just a magnet, a fork and a magnet to eat, which is very inexpensive because I know the OB is like between $7,000-$8,000 maybe. So it's so expensive for feeding a robotic feeding device, but I know that
And
for
I think insurance covers it if your doctor is willing to like work with you.
It does, and you can
Type
actually
in.
yes, and you could trial it at school, and you can trial the OB at your therapy unit if you just request it. So, but I think
What are
like
you doing?
I think that you get if you get a denial for the OB, you could possibly appeal it. So, I know that there was a dad who recently reached out and told me about that he appealed the OB denial and was granted. So we just got to keep trying. That's another issue. Tyler is getting denied by insurance.
And we definitely have a page on the site too that we can add like these type of devices and types of things that people use too. So Tyler, if you let us know that that within your field that you're seeing things being used, we can happily add it to that page and share that link with you as well.
Great.
Yeah, and that's one of the things I shared with Tyler too, is whatever research she does and is able to come up with, we'd like to continue it, and hopefully, once your project is over, maybe somebody could pick it up, and develop that resource for our AMC community beyond your project. So I'm excited. Excited for it.
I'm taking
bug is-
notes. I'm thinking that maybe we want to have someone who can come and talk about insurance claims and how to go through that process, because it happens no matter what your condition is. And it falls under advocacy, but maybe there's some lessons learned within this community as well, especially with some of those devices. And it'd be interesting to have the physical therapy side, the physician side who is ordering those, and maybe have I don't know, like a fire chat 2 or 3 people talking about that and help the community figure out whatever those challenges may be, how some options to hopefully overcome those.
That
Absolutely.
sounds like a really good idea.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And for Tyler, I was thinking, Ted, maybe we do a poll on social media. What kinds of questions would you like to pose to someone who is working in physical therapy? What other challenges are you facing? So that maybe we can provide you with some suggestions or some ideas of things to look into way past tonight's session.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and Tyler, if you think of anything like after this call, please let us know, reach out, and we'll definitely get those questions added to the poll. I think that's a great way to reach our community beyond the Together Tuesday, because I know it's late for a lot of people and people are getting
Yeah.
ready, kids ready for bed, and yeah, so absolutely. Work tomorrow for some are early morning. Sorry, Bryce.
No,
He looks tired. He's ready for bed.
I very much am.
Oh,
Well,
well, we
thank you for making
appreciate.
time to meet with us despite being so tired.
Absolutely.
Being with the AMC family means a lot to me, so sacrifice a little bit of sleep. It's fine with me.
Oh.
A few minutes. That's all. All right, Bryce, you want to share your story? I think it's important for Tyler to hear some of our stories from the community.
Let's see, where to start? Well, for starters, for the first 19 years of my life, I thought I had just some no-name birth defect.
Mhm.
I had no idea what arthrogryposis was until I went to vocational rehab for them to help me find employment or help pay for college. And they got my medical records from Shriners and it said arthrogryposis. I'm like, what is this? So I left there, went to my car, immediately Googled it. I'm like, oh, holy crap, that is me.
Mm.
My parents knew, my dad knew, but they never told me. I guess they didn't want me to use it as a crutch or whatever. Growing up in a small town, in a small school, my school had 800 kids from pre-K to 12th grade. I was
wow.
I was majority of the time the only kid there that had a disability. So definitely dealt with the bullying and the judgment, the people not understanding who I was. But after I found out what it was called, I found AMCSI and actually attended my first conference in Orlando 2 years ago. And to say that my life has fulfillment now, helping other people that have what I have, it would be a true statement.
Aw,
Amazing.
that's wonderful, Bryce. I'm glad you found your community, your AMC family.
I definitely did.
How old were you, Bryce, did you say, when you found out what the
Not
condition was called?
19,
Wow, that's a long time.
18, 19, somewhere. I think I was 19. Yeah, 19. No, wait,
Were you seeing any
between 18 and 19.
Were you
Did you
receiving
see?
any
I was
at
gonna
the
ask,
time?
go ahead. I was gonna ask the same question. Go for it, Tyler.
Oh, I was just saying, were you receiving any services during that time?
Well, I went to Shriners up until the age of 10
Hmm.
when they said they couldn't really do anything else for me. So I was stubborn, wouldn't wear my splints or anything. So
So you were being treated, you just didn't know what it was.
yes, ma'am.
Okay.
My
You know,
dad,
sometimes
my
as
dad.
parents, we just try to shelter our kids from
Oh,
things.
yeah.
Yeah.
I asked my dad about it. It's like, yeah, son, of course I knew. I just didn't think I needed to tell you.
Hmm. Right. And it's crazy too, because we do have some parents that actually find out about the arthrogryposis diagnosis later in life. So their kids could either be 5, 10 years old. They just never were in an area where they could get the proper diagnosis. So that's another thing that we're working on with hopefully our awareness, our outreach, the resources on our website is just finding those specialists and the people interested in researching arthrogryposis. So when we got your email, Tyler, and you were like, I want to research arthrogryposis, I was like, yes, more people, because we definitely need more in the medical community. That's why I was like, come to conference, go to the symposium. We need more people that are just as passionate about arthrogryposis. So it really excites me. So I'm hoping more and more students reach out because, we are I know we're rare, but we're a huge community. And it's so important.
And I think that will definitely happen with like me presenting on it and defending it soon.
Mhm.
I'm so excited for you.
I'll be so honest. I was so terrified I was gonna have to change my topic because it's so rare. It's so hard to find the population. So
Right.
just like you were so happy I reached out. I was so grateful that you responded. I was so happy to kind of start going and start the research process.
Yes, absolutely. And that is one thing about our AMC family. Like they are so willing to participate and you ask them questions. They're just so willing to participate in research and just building this community further. So that's why I was like, you picked the right subject for sure.
Absolutely.
Hey, Courtney, nice to see you. Glad you're here. Yeah, so I'm excited. I'm so excited. I hope that whatever it turns out to be, it's going to be a great resource for our community, and hopefully we can continue to utilize it on our website. Long after your project's over and you become a doctor of occupational therapy, maybe you will come to our conference and speak.
Yes.
I was about to say the same thing. It would be fantastic if you could, because, the one thing that we know for sure is that there's just not enough doctors out there who know about it. I've asked my kids' doctors, I live in Orlando, and her reaction was, never heard of it.
Mhm.
And I was like, really? She's like, nope, never had a patient. And then I asked other doctors, and then I asked other doctors, and it just became an ongoing thing. And that was part of my aha moment, realizing how many people in the medical community, unless they have encountered an AMC, it's not something they study and it's not something that they know about. So I'm just curious to know, and I'm so excited because your specialty is unique, right? We see a lot of surgeons and a lot of other people, but in the physical therapy part, you guys are the ones that really have the most contact with AMCers. The surgeries take whatever long they take, but it's the recovery process, and that's the relationship that is built, and that's what the trust is. So I'm just really curious, what else would you think that we need to do or can we do to reach other people like yourself for an occupational therapy and such, to make them equally aware and hopefully equally passionate as you are, so that we can bring awareness to this condition, and hopefully next time they see someone who may not have been diagnosed before, or if they're working with a physician who has not been exposed to it, how can we bring that awareness and education? So your specialty is one that I would like us to do more with. So I'm just curious what your thoughts may be on the subject.
Um, Honestly, I think it's really gonna have to start in schools. Like I had the experience of it prior to going to school, and then they do like maybe a 5-minute information session on it, and that's it. So I think really getting more awareness out to like those colleges, and bringing more attention to it. I know if it wasn't for my experience previously, then I probably wouldn't have known much about it at all because they don't cover it. So, or they don't cover enough of it to really hit home that this is a big community that needs it.
Mhm.
So that's my thing. That's why I'm really excited to go and present on it and defend what I find and things like that. I've already been putting some bugs in my professor's ear about hopefully somebody maybe picking this up and doing something different with it, and I'm hoping that it sticks and it continues on. I know I want to work in the community moving forward in my career. So I'm very
Nice.
excited.
Yeah, that's amazing. I wanted to share with you, Tyler. I received an email from a mom, and she there was a well, her AMCer is part of like a robotics team, and they invented this device to help or her AMCer play a musical instrument like a trombone. And she reached out to see if anybody was in bands and was able to maybe give some feedback. So like even I think they were fifth or sixth graders, that was you know
Me.
doing a incredible project to assist their classmate in participating in bands, and they wanted feedback from an AMCer. And so that was incredible just to be asked. And so I asked one of our younger AMCers, a teenager that is in band, Mira, to provide her feedback. And so it's really cool to see that connection happen in our community. And I know that that is so valuable, to reach out and say, hey, would this work for our community? And as young as they are, to want to invent something to make life just so much easier, for our AMCers, and whether it be a feeding device or something to help them play a musical instrument. I mean, it's just incredible. The resources could be just phenomenal. I mean, I know that once we build on it, and that's like another thing, you just never know until people reach out like that we do need adaptive equipment, or even just maybe a simple device, so that way our children in school can participate equally with their peers to play an instrument. But we don't know that, right? And that's not really covered in occupational therapy. It's you don't really see that, right? You don't see a musical instrument, but it's important. So that could be something that maybe you even introduce, like that it takes strength to hold up a trombone, and so maybe the weight and the awkwardness of how long it is, those are some things, that maybe even the therapy students can question. Hey, are you interested in playing an instrument, and which one? And let's work on how to raise, because that's one of the things, you have to be able to raise those instruments to a certain level to play them correctly, right? And then even just holding a note with your fingers, and if you don't have the dexterity, or you know what I mean. So there's just so much just in instrument playing. So and then we could go into sports and all of those things that can be adaptive. We have incredible Paralympians in our community. So they're really, like, this is just perfect for you, because the sky's the limit, honestly, with what we could possibly add as resources for our families out there. So so exciting.
So I just wanted to add something. So when you were talking about the instrument story, it reminded me a little bit about when I was in elementary school and we had the recorder.
Oh,
And so in the beginning, I was like, okay, I can do this. But when it started going to two-handed notes and songs, I'm like, oh, forget it. It was hard.
I was a percussionist in junior high. I mostly did snare drums, but did a little maracas on the side. And the funny thing about it was that I had this like little stand that I used to put the snare drum up on, because I wasn't able to play it at its regular level. It had to be raised up to like almost to where my chest is for me to be able to bang the drums properly.
Mhm.
So interesting stuff for sure.
absolutely. So when Abby was in middle school and she had the challenge of learning to play the recorder, there was another AMC mom that was a music teacher, and she found a recorder that had a number of different connections where it would move where the holes were. But not only that, she had suggested to me to put the recorder on a microphone stand. So I got a microphone stand on a buy nothing thing where I just asked if anybody had an extra one that they weren't using. So we were able to put her the recorder on the microphone stand, and we used the special recorder, so the fingers were in different positions. That was comfortable for her, and it worked. It worked, and she was able to participate with her peers, and that inclusion, so
That's
important in
cool.
our community. So yeah, so those little tips that we don't know about that might work for your AMC year, like Tyler needs to know these things, so please share. That's so important. Those resources, every little thing that can help our community is just amazing. Hey, Randy, how are you?
I am doing fine. How about yourself?
I'm good. It's good to see you.
It's good to see you and everybody else as well.
Absolutely. So, Randy, it's going to be your first conference, right? Atlanta. I'm excited to meet you.
Yes, I'm very excited.
Oh, yes. The first time is a little overwhelming, but we're here to support you 100%.
That's good to know. I'm looking forward to it though.
Yes, yes.
Same here. Same here.
Yep, and Uncle Rod's first conference.
But please believe, we're turning up after I get through crying and all that other good stuff. All right, that's
After the tears.
prerequisite.
After the tears, we'll see Uncle Rod turned up.
That's right.
I love it. I love it. Yes, it looks like from what I see, we're going to have a lot of new attendees this year, which is really exciting. So just as a side note, before I forget, general registration opened on March 1st. And if you haven't already, please book your hotel room. The rooms are filling out fast. So we definitely don't want to for you to miss that window of opportunity to stay with us in our host hotel. So it also helps us, guarantee those meeting spaces. So exciting.
Yeah.
Courtney, how are you, Courtney?
Hey, I'm doing good. How's it
Good.
going over there?
Good to see you. How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good after my headache went away today. So,
Oh, yeah. So that was one of the things that I was talking to Marie about the other day. I was like, everything in the South is blooming. So like allergy season is in full effect and the migraines are coming. Like they're coming in hot. So they're no fun.
I can attest to that. Yes, it's a lot of that.
Yes.
I was thinking, because of the example that you guys shared with music, how cool would it be to have different AMCers join us on a Together Tuesday to showcase how they have adapted different instruments for their own needs and show us how they play it?
Absolutely. That would be great.
You know, arts, music, all of those things are such a great outlet, as we already know, and we have such talented AMCers. I would love to see them showcase that. I don't think we've done anything with music, so now that you shared Abby's example, I wonder how many others are out there who may want to give us a little taste of how they've been able to make it work and hear them play.
If Nikki was on here right now, she would definitely want to do a talent show on Together Tuesday. She's not here tonight, but she would
Definitely would.
participate.
oh, for sure.
So maybe we could incorporate a lot of different talents, music, art, like you said, Maria, and kind of similar to what we did the one Tuesday night where we had show and tell and we had everybody bring their pets. So,
but for those kiddos who are thinking about music, or parents who may not be encouraging their kids to pursue anything related to music, just out of fear or concern that there's no equipment, or there's no way to adapt the equipment or the instruments, it may be quite inspirational to see how others have made it work. Just a thought.
No, it's an absolute great thought. I was trying to think like how we could do some of these um, talents. We could always have let's see, who is that? We have
We
some
can
dance.
put a call. We can put a call on social media and have people sign up if they want to join us and do it. And we know how many we can fit more or less within an hour. And that will, I mean, it doesn't have to be overly structured or formal.
And Simon Cowell won't be here to judge, so we're good.
Man, I will have absolutely tuned in for that one.
I mean, you never know.
Well, the golden buzzer, yeah.
Yes, and we do have a number of AMCers in our community that are singers.
Yes.
So that would be
Yeah.
fun. There won't
Who
be
knows?
background music because that might get us in trouble on Facebook, but a cappella. All right, you guys, if you are a talented AMCer, we want your names in our inbox because we're going to have a Together Tuesday talent show. TTTS. TTTS.
That's awesome.
See, this is the reason why we do Together Tuesdays, is so we can brainstorm as we talk and come up with really neat advice and just different sessions, So absolutely, we love your feedback. We love to see the participation within our community. So all right, I expect like 10 emails and info at amsport.org. Singers, dancers, anybody that plays a musical instrument. What does Nikki do? Is it a hula hoop?
I think it is a hula hoop, yeah. I think it's a hula hoop performance.
Okay.
And I think she does I don't want to say baton, but like she color guard.
Color guard stuff, yeah.
Absolutely. She's very talented. I love her. And she's really excited because she hasn't been to conference since Vegas. So she'll also be at conference. She said she's bringing her hula hoop, so we might see her doing some hula hoop in the halls. That's Nikki, y'all.
Hey, that's a great workout.
It is, absolutely.
It's occupational therapy approved from what I'm looking at. She's saying
yes.
yes.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Because they're not light. They're actually pretty. There's a good bit of weight to the professional ones.
There's some weighted ones, yes, that you can even use them for exercise and to strengthen muscles and yeah.
Right. Yes. And I think that they have the ones that travel too, so they come apart, but they're still like really heavy duty, which is really cool. So.
Yeah, because they will not fit on a plane.
It'll be one of those special luggage restrictions, I guess.
You have to check it in. It will not be on the above the seat compartment.
No.
Overhead compartment, yeah. But any adaptations of musical instruments that really may be inspirational to some people who may have considered and just gave up on it. Someone else's ingenuity may inspire somebody else to pursue it.
Absolutely. So Maria, this month is International Women's Month, and on the 8th is International Women's Day. So I thought
and my birthday.
Oh, and Maria's birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
One more year around the sun. Yes.
Yay. You need a cupcake.
I've already eaten too many, but yes.
Yeah, so I would really love for our community to share, if you're in Facebook Live or wherever, if you want to share later, and we can absolutely share it on socials for this month. If there's a woman in your life that is incredible and has been there for you and has done incredible things for the AMC community or local community as a whole, we would love to know about it. Or if there's a special AMCer out there that has done some amazing things for you or your family, please let us know. We would love to honor them this month in our newsletter, on our socials, the emails, all that fun stuff. So Yeah, please let us know. That'll be really exciting to share some of those meaningful stories with our community. So, um, anybody else have anything to add? Some fun stuff?
Any
Rhea, what?
comments? Any comments on Facebook by any chance? Any questions?
I think
Well,
Melissa had.
Tyler's still with us.
Yes, I think the only thing that Melissa added was that, let's see, she did say that she was also having that challenge of in therapy, not her therapist not knowing or not working with another child with arthrogryposis prior. So it is, I think, across the board for a lot, especially those that are in smaller towns, not seeing arthrogryposis in their caseload. So awareness is key for sure. Thank you for
Yeah,
sharing.
oh,
No,
Oh,
you're
no,
Go ahead.
fine.
go ahead.
I do physical therapy once a week, and I've been seeing her for like 2 years now. And my physical therapist was like, I've never heard of arthrogryposis before. So what she had me do was get x-rays done of my body so that she knows, what I can do and what I can't do based on like the structural things. Yeah, then we went from there.
Okay.
And my biggest concern was balance because during the pandemic, I was falling a lot because I wasn't moving around. So
Mm.
we practice balance exercises.
And that's actually a great thing. I would love to see that, and I know Rini is really great about that at conference, actually getting down on the floor and showing families and our AMCers, different techniques for different challenges that they may have. And I would love to see more of that, Tyler. I don't know if you're still listening, but just those items that we would love to see more of, like in person, like um, maybe even utilizing like a patient and in a teaching moment, with the other students, and I don't know if that's possible where you're at, but maybe in bigger settings, an AMCer could be introduced, if they're willing, obviously. But I think it makes a difference. When we went to Russia for the third or not the third, the second symposium, that was one of the things they did was they actually taught the other doctors, the other AMC specialists, by bringing in the AMCers that were in clinic and actually physically showing the other doctors how they did different techniques to help the AMCer. And I know for some it's a little tough because it's a little challenging to be quote unquote, used as a guinea pig of sorts. But the research that comes from those direct examples was so valuable because the doctors came from everywhere, every country you can imagine. I think there were 16 countries represented in Russia, and they don't have the expertise or the research and so to see the specialists with arthrogryposis clinics that work, to see it in person and to talk to the doctors that are actively treating arthrogryposis cases in hundreds, it makes a difference. It really does. So absolutely, I know that some doctors have videos online. I know Dr. Z has like a website that's called Little Arms. And that really helps. I mean, he shows graphic photos of some of the surgeries he does, but they're not shy about what they do, and they show it to the world. And I think that's what we need more of, is those examples. And we're really appreciative of the families that are willing to share their progress. They tag us. I know Wyatt's family is really good, and I think Bennett's family as well. And they're really good about sharing, just the treatments that they're having, the doctors that they're meeting, the therapy that they're doing. They're sharing it on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook, and they're tagging us. And so we're able to share some of their journeys. And it's incredible. It's incredible to be so open. And I know with social media, it can be tough, but it helps with the awareness piece and just getting those experts to really embrace arthrogryposis. So,
We do have the NICU pamphlet I'm wondering, and Tyler, feel free to say no if it's too much of a stretch, but since you are studying this and focusing on this, how wonderful would it be if we started an equivalent document that can be provided to occupational therapists? And as we connect with other hospitals or schools of medicine and such, we can make that available. If that's something that could come out of your research, or at least give us a starting point, right? From your perspective, not ours. That may be a jump start to something we have not really tackled before, but that may very well be a potential solution uh, to this topic, right? If we're all looking to create awareness, um, that would be a beautiful outcome if that's something that we could partner with you on. You muted.
Sorry. Yes, and yeah, absolutely. That would be amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so let's see if we can connect Annie with Tyler after tonight and maybe
absolutely.
put some thought around that.
Absolutely. That would be a wonderful project. I don't know if that stretches your project realm, Tyler. I know you sent the list, but that's definitely something to discuss. That's awesome. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Chris, how are you?
We
I
were
think Chris.
talking about artists and
I know.
painters. We have a painter right here.
I know. And Chris did say on Facebook that his Zoom is a little laggy. So I'm
Yeah.
assuming Zoom is having some major issues tonight because we've had a few technical difficulties just this evening. But all right, Maria, do you have any final words for Together Tuesday tonight?
Final words. There's never final words for this community. It's like the dialogue just can keep on going. I actually feel inspired tonight, to be honest with you. So many ideas that came out of a conversation that just flew by. I can't believe it's been an hour.
I know.
But the opportunities on the occupational therapy side, the opportunity to empower others with knowledge on something that can be very grassroots, but yet so powerful and impactful. The idea of having a contest live so people can showcase their talents, that's such a beautiful thing. We have so many contests, but never live. And the idea of having instruments and having people showcase how they have been adapted to suit and fit their needs, I really think it can be so inspirational for some kids who may dream of playing an instrument that may not know how to go about it. So even those three takeaways just fill my heart knowing that we can contribute to that and make a difference in the life of AMCers. So thank you
Absolutely.
for the ideas. Thank you for the
Yeah.
suggestions. And Tyler, thank you for agreeing to work with us and partner with us. And for those of you who come into the conference for the first time, you're in for a treat. Last year was my first conference and it was very overwhelming. But very exhausting, I will say. So be prepared. It's midnight, 2 in the morning, and they're still in the lobby. They're still talking. They're still having fun. The hotel team will typically tell us, guys, go to bed. We're shutting it down. So true statement, right, Annie?
Yes. Go to bed.
Go to
Absolutely.
bed, and then the next day they start all over. So it's quite the experience. It truly is. There's so much knowledge being shared, so many hugs being shared, so many, oh my God, I can't believe you're here shared. And for those of you who are newcomers, you will be received with arms wide open in manners that you may not have ever felt in your life. And I saw that happen so many times last year. It was just a sight to be seen. It was just beyond special. So I'm just excited for you guys.
Awesome. I appreciate that, Maria. Tyler, we're so grateful that you were able to join us tonight. Please join us anytime. We're here every Tuesday.
Thank you for having me. I thoroughly appreciate it.
Absolutely. And I am looking forward to whatever you develop for our AMC community. I'm really excited to just, like I said, for you reaching out was just like that first step into just something that's going to be wonderful, incredible. I'm excited for you and your project. So yay. Keep us updated and we'll touch base on the OT packet. So
Yes.
hopefully we can get that off the ground and maybe add that to our resources as well. So thanks, Maria, for that idea. That's great. So I'm excited. Thank you everyone for joining us for Together Tuesdays. There is just a couple of announcements. We do have the Greenville, South Carolina meetup April the 6th. And in Ohio, May 16th, I believe. And then if you are a DuPont patient, that's coming up on Saturday. And if you are in the St. Louis area, there's going to be a 2-day event. I'm so excited about for that area. There will be a mini medical conference on one day, and then the next will be a family fundraiser event as well. So, and Anna is taking care of all those details for us. So I'm excited. We'll, as soon as she gives us firm confirmation on everything, we will definitely share those details as well. So super excited. If you are in our community and want a local mini meetup, please reach out. We'll share the details on how you can do that in your local community. And we also have a grant. So if you need a shelter rental assistance, we can definitely help with that. That's open to our members. So excited to see you all next Tuesday. Ted, take it away.
Well, we want to thank everybody. Thanks again, Tyler, for joining us. It was awesome meeting you. And tonight's secret word is gold. So the first person to email us with that word will get an item from our shop. And we look forward to seeing everybody next Tuesday on the 12th. And be safe and be strong, everybody. Take care.
Good night, everyone. Thanks for
Good
joining us.
night.
We love
Later,
you
everyone.
all.
Much love.
Much love, Uncle
Much
Rod.
love.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye.